The grand total to rebuild this Honda Prelude Type SH was... What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Decided to switch it up a little bit. We're done working on the Land Cruiser for now, and we don't have a car to rebuild. So I figured bring this Honda back, this Prelude that I rebuilt, and kind of give you guys a little cost breakdown on how much this cost me to rebuild. If you guys remember, I'll put some pictures of what it looked like. This whole quarter panel was smashed in, door and front fender. It was done for. Glass was cracked. Actually surprisingly the glass wasn't cracked, besides the front windshield. It was pretty scary because I've never done something like that before. Only replaced bumpers and things that you can unbolt and stuff like that. So I decided, why not? Let's give it a try. Worst case scenario, we can't get it fixed, we'll just sell it for parts or something. I mean, it's a little Prelude, I'm sure we could find parts anywhere. Brought it back here, brought it back from Emilio's place. If you guys know Emilio, he got that Q50 with him. Put a little clip of how we got it. Barn find Prelude. R.I.P.
Think it'll start up? Let's try.
Will it? You know what? I'm gonna say yes. I have faith in this Honda.
Nah, that light's from one turn.
Damn, never mind. It's dead. We got a jump box. You ready?
I'm ready.
I'll push you. I forgot I had jumper cables. All right, let's see if we got power. Oh, yeah. Okay. You know what? Before we do that, we should probably check the oil. All right, oil's good. Start it up. All right. Pretty much looked like a barn find because it's just covered in dust and bird poop and everything. So before we give you that cost breakdown, let's go ahead, bring it up, give it a little wash, and make it look brand new again, somewhat. A little cold start. Haven't started this car up in a little bit. Not bad. Not too loud. All right, now we're gonna see if we can bring it up without stalling it. Is that possible? No, I'm gonna stall, already know, but let's see. Oh. That was a close one, that was a close one. Almost. All right, so let's get this car cleaned up and then we'll talk about how much we wasted on this car, sadly. We're not gonna give it a crazy detail, just a little wipe down because it's just been collecting dust, and just to make it look a little bit nicer, give it that shine. All right, now to get to the breakdown. How much did this Honda cost me? This Honda cost me a whopping, after fees, $1,198, which is not too bad. That's with fees and everything. I think before fees, I think I won the bid for around I believe like $1,000, maybe 900, like 900, 800 something. After fees came out to the 1,198 with the Copart fees and everything. Prelude's already looking so much better. It doesn't even look abandoned anymore, because that's pretty much how it was. Emilio, you just left it sitting there. Look at that. Let's get a little side profile back here. Look at that, look at that. Let's get the back. The wheels look brand new. Oh my goodness. I really like this car. One thing I told myself was I was never gonna buy a Honda. I just never liked them. I never liked how they sounded. Obviously they're reliable, I'll give them that. I was always a BMW guy. As you can tell, I got some of the Beamers we used to own here. And Infiniti, I really like Infinitis, so I got the Q50. But I told myself I'd never get a Honda, and then I saw the Prelude. It was a manual, had put some good aftermarket mods into it. Let me pop the hood and show you guys. All right, so what we got here, we got a tuned in-gen cold air intake. It's like they changed the spark plug wiring. We got a CSF radiator, and we got Mishimoto cooling fans, or radiator fans. We also got some Mishimoto tubing for the radiator, I guess. That's pretty much. I never really looked into anything else. We got a Megan Racing something. Inside we have this hybrid racing short throw shifter. Pretty cool. This is what caught my attention. No radio, but we'll get into that later. All right, let's close this up. And let's talk about our next purchase. Now let's get into talking about parts. We mentioned the purchase price. Only reason I actually bought this car was because probably 30 minutes before the car went up for auction, I saw this guy on Marketplace and he was parting out a Honda. I told him how much for the fender and the door and quarter panel, and he said he was selling me the whole car, the whole shell. It didn't have engine, transmission. The interior was taken apart, but it had the main things that I needed, this whole side. So we came up with the deal and sold it to me for 400 bucks for the shell, which is not bad because if you add it up, I probably would have wasted more on other things that I needed. That's when I knew I was gonna purchase the Honda. Now it's all cleaned up and everything. Let's go on a little drive and then we'll get to explaining the rest of our purchases and get to our grand total. You guys are probably gonna fall there, but I tried. Also, don't judge me, all right? I'm not that good with a manual. Hopefully we don't stall. Honestly, I really like how this Honda drives. It's nice. It's fun because I feel like you could break it and you can just find parts for it very easily. And, oh, there you guys go again. And you don't have to worry about it. I feel like parts are easy to find. See, maybe you guys can hear the exhaust a little bit. There you guys go again. It's a nice car. I really like how it drives. So we found our shell, but there are some things on that shell that we weren't able to save. For example, the back windshield on that shell I cracked. Was able to take off this one perfectly, so I was able to reuse this one. And the front windshield was also shattered all over here. I was gonna take it to a shop and have them install it, but I figured I could probably do it myself. Replacing this whole side here, I might as well attempt to do everything else. So we got the windshield installed by yours truly and my brother-in-law, Javier. He's probably watching this video. He helped me with the back windshield and he did the quarter window. It went pretty smooth. Now there's things I could have done better. Overall, I mean, I can't complain. This is my first time doing anything like this. And honestly, if you're ever gonna attempt to do something like this, get a Honda, because there's parts everywhere. You're gonna find parts either at the junkyard, pick and pull. Is that the same thing as junkyard? Marketplace, side of the road, or if you're in the Portland area, just go downtown. You'll find some stolen, broken down cars and pick some parts off. I'm just kidding, don't do that. You'll find parts anywhere for a Honda. Back to the windshield. I bought this windshield for $170. I don't know how much windshields go for. It was cheaper to buy it than get it installed, so I figured might as well. Now, we did have to go to pick and pull. We didn't have the rear seat and we needed a battery. So luckily they had the rear seat and I actually picked that up, same color, which is perfect because all we needed was that. Picked up the rear seat for $40. We also went another day to pick up a battery and we got the battery and the headliner, same color. We got that for $50. Time to get to the paint and primer. Now, I've never actually painted, well, I've painted small parts. I painted like a bumper or a fender. I've painted things like that, but I've never painted a whole side of a car at once. I didn't really know what to do. I didn't know if I should get the inside of the door first or the outside. It was my first time, so I really didn't know what to do, but we kind of went for it. Now the paint didn't match up the best, probably because this paint just needs a good polish and it seems a little bit brighter, but overall there's a lot of, actually the orange peel isn't too bad. Now keep in mind, I used a $15 Harbor Freight spray gun. It's not too bad. I'll get some up close shots. It could have been worse, honestly. For my first time painting a whole side of the car was pretty good. Now the paint, on the other hand, that was actually pretty pricey because we wanted to get pretty good quality. We didn't want to go cheap and have this side later on down the years start peeling or chipping or anything. So we went with some good quality. So the paint and primer actually ended up costing us about $250. I tend to wrap my cars, but I actually like this green. So I decided, why not? Let's just keep this green and we get more practice out of it. Now we also spent some money on some body filler and polyurethane for the windows. I actually ended up wasting it all. I didn't think I was gonna need that much, or maybe I just did it wrong. I don't know. We also got some body filler, which we still had some left over. All that came out to around $100. But let's go somewhere else and just just a few more things and give you guys the grand total of how much Prelude rebuild cost me. So let's get going. Next spot. We're actually gonna stay here. It's pretty quiet here. Now, for the last few things that we got, we actually bought some tools and some little plastics here and there that we needed, plastic clips and whatnot for this car. And that came out to around $450 because we got Milwaukee and we had to get some drill bits, the spot welding drill bits, and I got a drill and, like I said, just some other plastic trim pieces and little things and whatnot that we needed. That is pretty much it for the exterior of this car. Like I said, this car isn't fully done. We still need to touch up on the interior. We're missing some pieces. We're missing the wiring to the passenger door and a radio, and the climate control doesn't work, and it doesn't like, actually no, that's it. Oh, and we got the headliner. It's not on, but we have it, which needs to get installed. Oh, and we have an ABS light. Pretty sure that's the wheel speed sensor from this side that got hit. It might be. I haven't really looked into it, not gonna lie. Just kind of got the exterior looking good. Car has been pretty good. I do need to do the oil change on it. What else we got to do on it? Need to get an alignment. Other than that, car's been pretty good. I actually took it on a 2-hour drive. Did just fine. Hondas, man. I went on a 30-minute drive on my X5 BMW and that one broke. And it had less miles. Oh, also talking about miles on cars. This one has about to hit 160. I believe I got it with 159. I don't think I put a lot of miles on this. It's been running good. Maybe like some slight seepage of oil and it maybe burns a little oil. I've heard that's notorious for these Preludes though. The grand total to rebuild this Honda Prelude Type SH was $2,658. Probably some cents, but I didn't keep track. I just kind of rounded everything to the highest dollar, which is not bad, honestly, in my opinion, for my first time ever rebuilding, doing something crazy like this. I think to be able to rebuild, buy tools and all that, $2,658, not a bad price. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, what you guys think about that, and if I should also make a video on how much it cost me to rebuild the Q50 or the truck or the Porsche. We got all those cars that I could make videos on if you guys want to know how much it cost me to rebuild, and if you guys want to do it, you guys want to see if it's even worth it. Now, how long did it take me? It took me about a month to do. It was hard. It wasn't my main priority, so you know, I'd work on it when I can, when I had the time. Also, if you guys go back to the videos, the shell didn't have wheels or anything. I had to put my Camry wheels on the shell to just have it sitting. Took a while. It started snowing, got cold. I put a whole tarp, just trying to get the snow and rain away from me. But overall, I think $2,658 is not a bad price for this Honda. Counted, did the calculations, and aftermarket parts, the last owner who had this put around $2,000 in aftermarket parts. Maybe not 2,000, like, I believe it's like 1,500 if you do all the adding up and everything. Brand new. Got the exhaust. Oh, we also have an exhaust. I don't know what exhaust is. Let me check. It's an Apex I exhaust. And I'll give you guys a couple revs. Now, I don't know if you guys can hear it. It's on right now. I'll give you guys a couple revs. Not one of my proudest moments, but because it's a Honda. It sounds pretty good though. Let's get going. Oh, e-brake's on. Almost all. What's going on? Let me know if you guys like these type of videos. If you guys want to see, you know, the cost breakdown of all these cars, because I'm more than happy to share. If you guys want to try it out, I'd say go for it. Nothing crazy. I mean, it's a Honda. I'd say if you're gonna start and you want to learn how to even mess with cars, get a Honda, man. Because honestly, there's parts everywhere, and you don't have to worry about them being expensive or anything like that. They're just super cheap. I got a Prelude because, I don't know, these look cooler. And this one already had some aftermarket mods on them. And it's a manual, so I feel like I'm in the Fast and Furious. And sunroof works. Did I mention that? Oh, I was in third. I tend to wrap my cars, but I mean, I might as well. We're gonna head again. Gonna go. I figured I might as well just make it a little. I can't talk today. I can't. All right, now this is pretty much kind of look like a. God, it's cold. Pretty much look like a car. time to get to down. What the?